Hi Leo, thanks for joining me. Right, 3-card tarot for the sign of Leo. Shuffling now and asking for 3 cards for Leo. I'm doing this reading, it's like mid-June 2019, but these readings aren't time sensitive at all, okay? The best time to view this reading is when you're drawn to watch it, which I guess is right now, friends. Don't forget to subscribe, tap that bell so you don't miss anything, because I'll be here doing lots of readings as we go on into the future. Okay, so 3 cards out, and right, the first one out here is the Knight of Swords, and there he is, really thrusting looking kind of a character, but something gentle about that energy there as well. When we get involved in swords, it's decisions very often, certainly things that stretch our thoughts, you know, situations where we've got to kind of think of something, you know, pretty quick. Whenever there's a situation like that to deal with, the best thing to do is be yourself and kind of be genuine, kind of don't mask anything, don't change yourself, because actually we are who we are for a reason, so it's really important to be kind of seated in the self when we get these things coming up. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle a bit more and I'm going to say, tell me more please about the Knight of Swords in this reading for the sign of Leo. A little bit more about the Knight of Swords, please. Ooh, And 2 have come out. Right, first, there we go. Best laid plans of mice and men. There's the first thing to say. Right, Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords is, I wouldn't say he's less intelligent. He's actually a very intelligent character indeed. But he lacks the ability to kind of carry his intelligence into real life. He's someone who's going to need a little bit of help here. Okay, Swords, again, like the Knight of Swords, same suit there. It's air signs, it's Gemini, Libra, it's Aquarius, those people coming around you. We're seeing that kind of energy, and I'm particularly drawn to Gemini with this one. I was drawn to the 2 ears of the rabbit sticking up there. So that's making me think of Gemini, and this looks like the twins kind of pulling in opposite directions to me. Now, this isn't traditional tarot meanings, yeah? I'm a spiritualist medium. I've been reading the tarot since 1985, and I'm keenly aware of the original meanings of the deck. But this is fluid energy, guys. It applies itself to different people, different strokes for different folks. That's what I'm always saying. And, you know, it kind of could mean a lot of things to a lot of different people. The most important interpretation of this really is the interpretation you put on it. But kind of rationalise a little bit. We never want to rationalise too much in spiritual matters, do we? But spiritual guidance is all about living in this real world in this practical way that we actually have to. Right, now the Page of Swords is a little bit impractical, and he needs someone to help kind of just calm his ideas down and help them to become real. Okay, so that's the other side of the Knight of Swords, kind of complements him quite well. And we're still looking really strongly at being genuine, okay? Because the Page of Swords here, that's what he really needs, some kind of grounded, straightforward truth. You might have to explain to someone, as I'm always doing, that we're made the way we are because there's some kind of mission, some kind of task in this world that we are actually called to do. And the reason that's so important, so much more important than just kind of getting a job and doing what someone else wants you to do. It's better to get a job doing something that you want to do, working for someone who wants you to do it. You see what I mean? Because you'll do better that way, you know. Life becomes less confusing, your scarf doesn't drop off and you don't feel cold. Right, the other card that came up there, 6 of Pentacles. This is more promising than it looks. There's slanted clouds all over the place, and this looks to me like concerns really, and it has to do with grounding. The Pentacles in the normal card deck would be the suit of diamonds, so it's got a kind of money-ish sort of meaning. It's also got a spiritual-ish sort of meaning as well. But basically the pentagram is a very magical thing. When any of the pentacles come up, we're looking at kind of magic in our own lives, okay? And we got Mr. Hare here, a different character to the rabbit altogether, but there's his Gemini ears going in opposite directions. The way I look at this, okay, that's just my crazy way of looking at the tarot, but it does get us to truth. We've got the Mad Hatter, yeah, and the Mad March Hare. Now, in the Wonderland story, because we've got Alice in Wonderland here, she is given a choice. She can either go and visit the Mad Hatter or she can go and visit the Mad March Hare. Doesn't matter which, they're both mad. I think it's a guinea pig or a mole or something who tells her that. Okay, so at this moment, as we're looking at and this is significance for the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords also, This is kind of saying things are stuck, but actually very positive. Look at all the fruitfulness on that table. It's all kind of spread out before us, Leo, and there's so much that we we feel we could do. But things are hanging in the balance, you know. Need a little bit of Libran energy in there as well, I think. In fact, I'm sure. But that is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, okay? It's kind of earthy, it's grounding, and that is the thing to sort this kind of situation out, where it's full of frivolousness, it's all good, but no one knows which way they're going. Ground the thing. That's it. Okay, let's move on to the second card in this spread for the sign of Leo, please, okay? So the Knight of Swords is card number 1, and then we've had Page of Swords and Six of Pentacles to give significance. What will be the next card? Let's find out for Leo. It's this one, and 2 have come out at once, so that can be the second one that gives us significance. We might as well have 3 each. That's the way it's going now, isn't it? Okay, it's number 20. It's the Judgment card. Okay, now it's Major Arcana, so this is actually kind of representing things happening more kind of to you than around you. This is kind of, and it's the middle card, so in a sense it's the heart of the matter. Now this card has a lot to do with judgment. Of course it does, because it's called Judgment. It has a lot to do with justice and balance. That's really the word I'm looking for, balance. And it also has to do with kind of being, it's like a call to action, you know. We've got this great kind of character in this sky here, kind of blowing the godly trumpet of the divine, and a divine light spreading everywhere. And this is actually, this light here really is, in a very real way, represents your own crown chakra, I would say, or maybe the Stargate chakra if you're looking at the 12 chakra system. Lots and lots of really positive energy and light. We've got these characters here, they're kind of hanging about and they're a bit blinded by the light and wondering what to do. But this is number 20, okay? It's kind of the completion of 10 times 2. So, you know, completion doesn't ever really happen because it's an eternal string of lives we're going through. But it's looking at completion coming up. You may have to make a push, though, to make that completion, because it is looking very, very good, very, very favourable up here. And this is what really matters. We need to keep looking up. But if we just kind of look down or around, it's still a little bit grim there. Still, you know, higher heart chakra pink colours in there, lower heart chakra green colours in there. So where the heart is indicated, you know, things are going to be not necessarily just around love, but love is going to be playing a big part in it. And the message there has got to be not to get too bogged down in concerns about love, because love is a natural thing. It's naturally given. It finds us when we least expect it. Every time. Okay, I've dropped that other card now, so I guess that was meant to be as well. So I'm shuffling again, and I'm dropping them all over the place, and I'm saying, tell me some more, please, about number 20, the Judgment card from the Major Arcana that came in the middle of this reading for Leo. Tell me more about number 20, Judgment for Leo in this reading, please. Okay. Oh, right. 9 of Cups. Really much more positivity again there. Now, cups are about our longings, our desires. Water signs also are indicated. So this is Pisces energy, Cancer energy, Scorpio energy. And I feel drawn to Scorpio in that, actually. Feels like someone's trying to call the situation in black and white. You know, it's either one thing or the other. Where in reality, the best thing is to go with the flow a bit, see where the flow is going, and then make the best of it that way. Okay, now this character, the Caterpillar, also appears as the Magician in this deck. So he's reminding us of the need to be magical and remember our own magic as well. In terms of love, longings and desires, well, that's kind of adding to what I thought I picked up for the Judgment card here. So I guess I did pick it up. Okay, the strongest spiritual energy there is, my friends, is love. That is really what it's all about. That's why spiritual people people who consider ourselves to be spiritual, let's be real about that, tend to say love and light to each other a lot, because that's what really matters. Certainly in spiritualism, when you're thinking about the afterlife and loved ones who've passed over, really important in that sense as well, because they become pure light and it's all about pure love. So we've got the 9 of Cups here, bringing love into that situation. And, you know, are these cups full? Are they empty? Are they half full? Whatever. It'd be really nice if they were running over, wouldn't they? And it's a 9, so we're close to completion there. So we're looking at, you know, positive things coming in. But the woods are wild, you know, and the trees are blowing about. Or are they? No, I think those trees are quite happy there because nothing else is blown about. But we can see these trees have blown about an awful lot during their lifespan. So, you know, there's that battered, knackered feeling. Just keep going, guys. That's the way to win. Just keep going. Okay, so shuffling and asking for yet more, please, on that judgment card. A little bit more direction there. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles, the sheep shopkeeper. Okay, when this card comes up, you can take what you want because you've already kind of been on the spiritual journey, or you are actually actively on it now. So you can take what you want, but the sheep shopkeeper can't give it to you. Okay, so this reminds us again about our personal magic, as we saw with the caterpillar in the Nine of Cups. We've got to remember that we actually do have that magic. And look, here's a little miniature Alice sitting on the shelf, a doll exactly of herself. Part of ourselves is out there. Part of ourselves is in the universe. This is only one expression of it, my friends. Okay, moving along swiftly, Leo. Let's have the last card in the spread for the sign of Leo, and it just dropped out to save me shuffling, which is rather friendly given that we're running out of time. Brilliant. Four of Wands. Now, this is a fantastic card, my friends. This is like four square, rock solid, solidarity. Things are looking really good. Now, nothing good lasts absolutely forever. That's what I want to come in and say here. But this is really solid, and it's a good platform to move off into the rest of forever from. Okay, so this looks real good. What we've got there, Four of Wands, so it's fire signs indicated, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, this reading is for Leo, so I'm going to say Leo in this one, okay? It's that Leo energy. It's wanting to be out there. You see, there's our house of cards. All looks a little bit flimsy, but she's set up here. She's got a roof over her head. May even look like a temporary roof over her head, but nevertheless, it's there. It's positive. Okay, so we're coming towards solidity from the Judgment card there, where we're looking at love. And generally speaking, because this is fluid energy, different strokes for different folks, that love feeling, it can manifest itself in so many different ways, but it's coming up solid. This is a really good card to get at the end of a spread. Okay, so I'm going to ask one more card, please. Tell me a little bit more about the sign of Leo in this reading. Okay, and we have got the Two of Cups. So I'm thinking about love again. I'm always thinking about love. It's my way. I'm almost obsessed with it, but that's the whole point of spirituality, if you ask me. And I guess if you're watching this, in a sense, you're asking me, so that's what I'm saying. Two of Cups here. Okay, and this is for more significance for the Four of Wands. Well, two, nice building block of four in numerological terms. But look, we've got a magic kettle here. Any of you guys are gong fans, you'll like the way. It's not a kettle, it's a flying teapot. So if like me, you're a big fan of gong, that flying teapot will be speaking to you, Leo. Okay, so mystic wonders are kind of flowing into the cups here. Looks really, really positive. Longings, desires, that kind of thing, represented by the cups. Again, we've got the two crazies here, the Mad Hatter and the Mad March Hare. They don't always know where they're going. The Mad Hatter, though, sort of understands that, and he's open to just kind of random changes happening. But here we have some nice solid green truth flowing into these cups. Okay, looking very positive, looking good for love, Leo. I didn't set out to do a love reading. I'll do whatever readings, you know, whichever way the cards take me, but there we go. Love and light is what it's all about. Looking really positive around love, looking like a slightly tricky journey there, and I'm really drawn to the Page of Swords again, because this character needs a lot of encouragement, and he will benefit from any wisdom that you bring to bear. Okay, guys, well, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks ever so much for watching, Leo. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Remember to subscribe, tap the bell, leave me a comment. We'll share the journey, and I'll be back soon. Peace.